Hello and welcome back to the channel. Um, this is the round 4 team review. We had a really good week. We finally bounced back. We're up 16,000. We're back in that top 50,000. I know it doesn't sound good, but we're building. We're building, obviously, after the first 3 really bad weeks. And the thing is, I could have done a lot better if I didn't take a massive risk because of league. Which is funny, because if I didn't do the risk and stuck the original plan, I actually would have won. Which I'll explain later. But yeah, we went really well. 13,000 in the rank alone, 16,000 season rank went up. Yeah, I would show up so much more if I didn't change my captain. But it is what it is. But straight into it, yeah. Well, although I did well, there are still many disappointments in this team that I would love to just start to get going, because yeah, anyway, but the defense was actually one of the best. For the first time, I think all my defender primos did really well. Short, Chris, Hugh were all really good. I barely watched the Cobra game, so I have no idea. Same with the Carlton game. Actually, same with the Richmond game. Didn't watch it this week. I was at the Melbourne Derby instead. If you watch soccer as a Melbourne City fan, you know exactly how I felt about that one. Anyway, so Short did really well. I think he got 35 touches and a goal. From all accounts, I watched the mini match the next day. So from all accounts, I mean, he looked well. Good goal, obviously. Usual handball, and then shot from outside 50. Yeah, just vintage Short, I guess. Chris 132. The thing is, he needs to get the consistency now, because he can't keep on doing this 100, 80, 130, 80, 120, 80. He can't keep doing this, because it's gonna be so frustrating. Yes, by the end of the year he's gonna average in 100, but it's like there's so many better players that I'd rather have. Consistency is the biggest thing for me, which is why I'm so happy with Short and Hewitt so far, because they have not failed me once so far. Speaking of Hewitt, great, he was tagging Took as well and still did really well. He can't do any wrong right now. He will eventually. I don't know when, but something's gonna happen. Yeah. My phone is a bit weird. I'm a bit sick right now, so yeah, it's not COVID though. It's not good. Nick Blakey. Oh, this pick has not gone well, and the worst thing about it, sorry, the worst thing about it is that when deciding, I was actually deciding between Daniel Rioli and Nick Blakey. Because I had Rioli on my team last year. He was going off halfback, had a full season under it, and now looking at the score, Blakey 85 average, 97. He's got back-to-back tons. Meanwhile, Nick Blakey's he gets 70s. Barely going. I think he went up like 4K this week. No, 14, okay. But he really needs to improve. He had a good second half, but a really shit first half. He had like a 20-point first half, and it was just so annoying to watch, because every time he got, I mean, within the first 30 seconds of the game, the guy gets dropped by Zeeble for holding the ball. It's like, I couldn't have had a better start. Paddy McCartan, it might be time to trade depending on if he plays this week. I'm a bit worried about him, because obviously he has concussion issues. He's had so many in the past, and then he got smacked in the head. I'm not sure if you buy it. Does it say here? It was Zerha. Yeah. So if he's not playing, I think him to O'Driscoll / Dixon. I would preferably want Dixon, because Ignat is out. So if Dixon goes and plays the full rock, I mean, unless I put BJ Williams in there, yeah. Obviously, Ulan's there as a loophole. Yeah, I went to Koning and Gibkiss. Yeah, the Koning was really good. It was really good. Gibkiss was fine as well. Gibkiss might have to go next few weeks. It's been a bit of an L. You just need one big week. That's the thing. One big week for a rookie. You're at this. Look at Rochelle. He was 40 break-even. People trade him out, and then he's gone off and got 106, and now he's going to skyrocket again. Now it's going to be 300k within 2 weeks. So it's like, all you need is one decent week. Get an 80, one decent week, and bang, you're on. And they got on to midfield, yeah. So McRae's absolute beast. We all expect this from Richmond, which is why I was like captaincy on him no matter what. Unfortunately, in my league match, my opponent had Gorn VC. So obviously Gorn won 160. Thank you, Port Alley, you bunch of dickheads. For that. So Gorn won 160, and my logic was I have to match it. I have to take a risk. I'm thinking English against Richmond. I'm thinking we've just dropped Soldo, so he's only playing against Nank, who doesn't have a tank. No pun intended, but he doesn't have a tank on him, so he will go off, and the English will take over. Didn't happen. Didn't happen as Richmond. I mean, although Bulldogs won the midfield battle, so I think English will still do well. He didn't go. He had a 38-point first half, then was on. Just started blitzing the third quarter. Kicked the goal, was on about 70 something halfway through the third. Then just stopped again and finished on 96. So yeah, and then the funny thing is, after all that, working it out, if I captained McRae, I would have won by about 10 points, and because I lost by about 50. So I actually would have won. Um, which is a shame. So yeah, I took a risk and didn't pay off. I also VC Track, who just constant tags, constant tag. I should have known. I got baited. I got baited into that 1 week. I saw Essendon with Almere, and I was like, oh, he's going off. I didn't expect them to tag, because usually like the tagger was Dylan Clark, and he wasn't in the team, so I was like, they're not tagging him, I guess. And then McGrath tagged him. So, Boak. Right, my trades. I traded Jelly for Boak. It was either Boak, Tom Green, and Cripps. And the thing is with Boak, I always do it. I always think, like, I did it with Track a few weeks ago. I went Boak, but I went, I'm going to go Petrarca. And then, so many times I've gone, I want Boak in my team. I want Boak. The last like 3 years, I was saying Boak, 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 Boak. I've never done it. I have never done it, and I finally decided to pull the trigger on Boak, and it worked out. As Cripps obviously, unfortunately got injured, so that was a 30. The other two was Tom Green, who got a 90. Meanwhile, Boak got 117. So for the first time ever, rage trading went well for me. Obviously, recently it hasn't, because Steele is actually kind of turning up a bit, and Gord is good. So it's a bit of a it's a bit of yikes. Anyway, Neil did really well, which was good. Yeah, Neil got tagged by O'Connor and was still got like 40 to 35 touches or something. So like O'Connor did the worst tagging you've ever seen in your life. Another one that got tagged was Tuke Miller. Who was he tagged by? He played Carlton. He was tagged by Hewitt, yeah. He still had a decent game, he was still fine. Yeah. Good enough. Petrarca got tagged, obviously. He's going to get tagged by Ash this week again, who is really doing well. Like, he kept Miller to 17 touches. Imagine what he's going to do to Petrarca. So, we just got to hang on to him. I'm not trading because the only reason why he's doing bad is because he's getting tagged. And is he going to get tagged a lot? Probably. But there's going to be a run where he just doesn't get tagged. Like, who'd know that? I think they have Hawthorn next 2 weeks or something. I think we can stick, yeah, and he's got Richmond, we don't tag. Hawthorn, don't tag. St Kilda, maybe. West Coast, don't tag. North, they tag. Freo, I don't think they tag. Sydney, like, eventually he's gonna kick in. But anyway, Matt Rao, fuck you, Rao. This guy just had to get 150. If he doesn't get this score, if that's an 100, I would have never looked at the guy. I literally would have downgraded Ward and got nil instantly. But, so annoying. Well, he had like a 3-point quarter, first quarter. Like, I don't know what's going on with him. He looks so good in that West Coast game. He looks so good. Anyway, everything I've been saying about Rao at the start of the preseason has come to pass. I said he's probably not going to be good enough to stay the whole year. You don't want to spend 300k on someone who's just going to get traded out. Don't. And here I am, sucked in. because what undid me was the fact I did follow the pack, and then I followed the pack of the Rao pack, and it screwed me. I won't say it screwed me, but I feel like I could have gone a different option. Yeah, I could have gone English in the forward line, to be honest, and then, no, but anyway. Horde Francis was good. Yeah, I looked all day cost just in case, but he went 125 anyway, so obviously I took it. Obviously, he got 102 more than McDonald's, so good thing I did. Grundy, I didn't watch much footy this week, to be honest. I was pretty busy at work, it was going out, it was all over the place, so I didn't watch much footy. Grundy was good. 118 is fine. English, disappointing. They're playing North Melbourne this week, so it's going to get Sherry. I expect the guy to dominate. I expected him to dominate, simple as that. Hayes got dropped, which was a shame. Same with Stevens. Hayes got dropped. Paddy Ryder's out for 2 weeks, so hopefully that means Hayes comes back in. You would think so. Forward line, Dunkley, Butters. Dunkley was good. He had like 37 touches or something, so clearly he butchered it. Butters, I don't know what to do with Butters because he's going to drop like 30, 40k in the next week or 2 weeks if he has another 50. If he has another 50, he's in the mud. So it's like you might as well try and get him. If you've got to get him out, now's the time. But at the same time, I have 29 trades. I don't want to rage trade again. I've done it so many times this year. As much as like it's like, oh, I only have 6 upgrades. With Horde Francis and Dacos basically being primos anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It's like I have 6, 7 upgrades I need to do with 27 trades. I'll have a lot of trades left over, so I feel like you can do it. At the same time, I don't want to have to do it every single after like 2, 3 weeks, 2, 3 bad weeks, especially when he had the first 2 good weeks. It's like he's up by 50%, so it's not a big of a fuss. I'm sure he bounces back eventually. I don't know what's wrong with him, but gets Carlton with no Crips because I think they announced that he's out this week, but he should be back next week. Yeah, so I think I'm going to hold on to him. If not, I'll probably try to get like a Sinclair in. Oh no, I want Sinclair. Cogs can do whatever he's want under KD. What he's owned by like 80%? 78%. He can do what he wants. I don't care what he scores as long as he can go 60 and then 130 and then 40 and then 200. I don't care. Will Brodie is a beast. I love it because I had this pick from day one and I'm so happy it's worked out. He's a beast. I don't know if he's going to be there the whole year, but he literally had his career best game and it's amazing and I love it. Rochelle hit the bag. Did he hit, what, 3? Yeah. It took the equal 9 marks. Fair enough. But he's going to start going up, which is good for us. And yeah, I brought in Nick Amano for Baldwin, and that was the right decision. Because then I would have felt Maginus and would have missed out someone went up 100k after 1 week. And Durden was COVID sub protocols. So Maginus sucks, by the way. He got 13 touches. 27 points for them. I don't understand what's wrong with him. He literally went down in price. Hopefully he's a new Noah Bolter, because I had Noah Bolter went down in price, and then he just started getting going, and by the time you realise, he went up 200k. So, let's pray. So now it's a matter of trades this week. Here's the thing. If McCann doesn't play, I want to trade him. And the only person, I want to get Dixon, but it just doesn't really work. The way I do it is if I trade Maginus as well, and I get both of them. Well, I mean, both of them is that I get O'Driscoll, who is there, and I get Dixon, who's got a 96, I'm mistaken. Yes, I get both of them. We're going to make a lot of money. So I'm trading out Mercado, who might not play, and Maginus, who's just an absolute dud, for Dixon and O'Driscoll, who are both just basically turned up and look likely going to have a massive price rise. The only thing is, I feel Dixon is going to be number 1 rock now, I think. I hope he is. But Driscoll, I don't know if he's worth it. If Paddy McCollum plays, might just do the Dixon. Imagine it's the Dixon. Well, imagine it's just going down. Dixon's going up. Like, so like, what am I meant to do? At the same time, Dixon could just get dropped 1 week. Like, we don't know. It's also a matter of haze. I don't know. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, 2 trades for basically a downgrade and upgrade. Like, it's a bit of a yikes, but I mean, for the betterment of the team and who's that? Like, they're gonna go up if they get another like 90 or 100 or something. Then like they're on. You know, like they're gonna make. I'll do that for now. And yeah, captains. It's gonna be Vicinella to Captain McRae. 100%, no doubt in my mind. 100% no doubt in my mind. I'm doing VC Neil into McRae. Done. Easy claps. I've got 100k in the bank now, and these guys will go up. So, you know, if Gibkiss and let's say Gibkiss and Stevens haven't played again, I'll try and work something out with that. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's it. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that. I'll see you next time.